We'd like to introduce you to not just one school that is incorporating technology and science into the classroom, but an entire school district. The St. Vrain Valley School District is using technology-enabled learning in a big way at their Innovation Center. What's an Innovation Center? Well, let's find out together.
I think it's great that St. Vrain Valley Schools is being recognized for bringing technology into the classroom, because a lot of jobs out in the world are being left empty for computer science and engineering, and St. Vrain Valley Schools is encouraging students to be interested in technology. And for me, for example, I didn't really know I was into like computer science or robotic engineering until I joined one of the robotics teams here.
I think all the technology I've used through here and through my high school is really setting me up for what I'm going to use in the industry once I go out, because I'll have been using all the same iPads and computers and other systems when I go out into the world.
I was offered a great opportunity to come and participate in the programs here because I get a first-hand experience on what engineers do in the real world. And in a lot of places, you don't usually get that experience. Here, I get the help of mentors who have engineering degrees and computer science degrees.
So our mentors come in on a very regular basis. A lot of times they come in after school to work with our students on our project teams, and their impact is really significant. So for example, Caitlin, and she's only a 10th grader, starting 10th grade, she's been able to achieve what she's achieved because of her several mentors she's worked with. So shout out to Craig and Pablo and Jim. And they've helped her master some really difficult technologies, all the way from electronics to coding. That generosity and that involvement of these mentors really makes a difference for our students.
Teachers really have had a paradigm shift of how to really integrate that type of process so that students are really thinking in different ways to solve challenges and problems. It also brings in project-based learning, team building. They're actually working in teams, and really when you think about it, that's what industry is looking for.
We also have in the program the student after-school workforce team. That's kind of like our application. It's the playground for students to learn during the coursework during the day and apply that after school and doing contractual-based work. Subcontracting for companies, could be defense work, could be real estate work.
We have 140 students, student designers here on staff. They make minimum wage, but you know, they'll tell you that that's going up in January, so they're very excited about that. But they actually do contract work. So we have very small startup companies to very large companies like IBM, Spark Fun, Oceans First, that really bring in specific projects for our students to work on.
My favorite thing about the Innovation Center is how it's all in hands-on experience. I get to work on things with the help of mentors, of course, but it's all by, I get to do it. It's my experience. I get to find out how engineers do it in real life, and it's just really fun.
The Innovation Center really makes learning fun because I can pick what I want to learn and I can dive deep and learn all about it. So like for this project, this airplane, I had to go and learn how to set up the system I was using and all the settings and all the flight controls. And so now this flies. I can make it fly all by itself. And it'll, hands off, it'll do whatever I tell it to. I think my plan for after high school is I want to go to college in Utah at Utah State for aviation, and then I want to be a pilot, and then that's one of my pathways. And then I also am thinking about staying back here in Colorado and getting into UAS work and using that the unmanned aero systems work to pay for my flight training.
So the entire aquatic robotics team was first launched by the Denver Zoo. They asked us, or they actually needed an underwater ROV to analyze organisms underwater. More specifically, a specific frog in Lake Titicaca. So they came to us and we presented the idea that they needed an underwater ROV to observe this frog. So we were tasked with creating an ROV.
You know, they had the idea that this would be a great project for students to work on, and so we put together a student team, found a retired engineer to mentor them, and that ended up being a very engaging, challenging project for the students.
Here is the drive system for it. We have 6 motors, 6 ESCs, and we also have all this wire. It's kind of like tether to make sure the robot doesn't float away. The Innovation Center isn't a one-school thing, which I think is really great, because when you join all these other robotic teams, they're all like school-based, and a lot of the students who are on the robotics teams are mostly from one school. I think the Innovation Center does a great job bringing students from all over like the district to come and talk about and build robots, and that's just a great place to share ideas.
St. Vrain School District is providing an awesome and a solid foundation for education for our kids. And with that comes that cap of the Innovation Center, that chance for the kids that once they've got that foundational learning to then go to the Innovation Center and get that higher level learning and be able to apply it. Now you're starting to bridge that gap and really make those connections to prepare our kids for the future.
Cheer on finalists St. Vrain Valley School District and their Innovation Center. The Excellence in Technology Enabled Learning Award will be presented by Aero Electronics. You can catch all of the excitement of the Succeeds Prize special right here on Channel 9 on September 19th at 8 p.m. $150,000 will go towards winners and finalists. Get to know them all and see who takes home a Succeeds Prize.